Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Up next, it's our main event between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. And his punter, Ethan Evans, gonna send this one away. And we're off from MetLife. Returnable from the 2. Things going well so far. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now go play action. Here's Dart. Go right side. Is caught by Robinson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On play action with Dart. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he's taken down at the 30. Good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Dart going to throw again. Makes the catch. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz when he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Working quickly here.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, it's Dart. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Well, that right there, partner, that is not a team who looks like it is a steep underdog. That is exactly the type of start they needed. And I can imagine being in an old building might be playing a part in it.
Yeah, and we know that home field advantage really benefits the defense more than the offense. As an offense, you just want to do your part. You want to light the fire and let those fans really let their voice be heard. Should benefit their defense immensely.
Ready to send this away. Blake Corum now to return it. They get to him before it can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford to the air to start us off. He's got the hook of Atwell. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 12. at the 15-yard line.
Stafford now. Throw left side, complete. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They're going to go for it. Stafford. He's got to his running back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Rams, first down. It's a gain of 3. And the Rams, first down.
21.
It's Stafford once more. Off his back foot, he's going to hurl this one deep. They connect on the deep shot. At the 20. The 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
We're back for the 2nd quarter. Rams in a real good spot to score. Stafford's going to throw once more. Catch made. Touchdown, L.A. The Rams finish off their opening drive. Sean McVay had this call ready in advance, no doubt, Brock. They're going for 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stafford throwing again. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. So they try to match 8 points with 8 points, partner, but no luck on the conversion. They stay down 2.
You know, Kate, some people prefer to take the extra point right there. Others prefer to try and keep pace. There is a lot of game left to make up those 2 points. I'll tell you this. When you get it the first time around and you're in that lead, you can see how it puts the pressure on the other to perform.
Return starts at the 3. He's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Throwing off the play fake. Buying some time right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. From the gun, here's Dart. Finds him on the crossing route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 25 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down. Offense to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Darts out of the shotgun. Hits him on the out route. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go.
Here he is on 3rd and short. It's on target to Johnson. And they get this down to the 28. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Giants first down.
On first down, here's Dart. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatterboo. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Going play action with Dart. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Head to 60.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. The Giants leading the way here at MetLife. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They'll go. Here's Dart. Going deep here for the end zone. Oh, my. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. And the Rams will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Result of the play is a turnover.
This is one of the toughest tests yet in this game for the defense so far, Kate. But, boy, not only did they hold up, but they turned some momentum with that interception in the end zone.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. That's on target. Puka Nacua. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He picks up 28 on the play. That's going to be good for an LA first down. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. First down throw here for Stafford. He's got it again. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Rams have the first down. Stafford from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Giants' 22-yard line.
Now Stafford again. That's complete. Nacua on the left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He's pass caught by Nacua. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
Rams first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Rams.
Stop.
On first down, here's Stafford. Brought in. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Send this away. Corum now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now for Stafford. Connects on the crosser. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. The Giants using their first timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
And the Rams, 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
32.
Defense showing blitz. Stafford. And finds Adams downfield. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone.
It's
A big play. 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
They have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
Hey, go here!
Offense up to the line fast.
13 more yards.
Hey, 22.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the handoff, here's Stanaboo. And give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And the down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Darts back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Now Darts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Darts. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Rams return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. That one's cut along one sideline. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I can guarantee you that's going to be Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
1st and goal. Here's Williams. There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Here's Stafford.
At the 9-yard line.
That one connects. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams parlay the interception into points. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Mevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Rams lead by 15 now. Here's Evans set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Darts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go.
On 1st down, here's Darts. Go right side is caught by Robinson. He is down to the 30-yard line. Gain of 26 yards there. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Darts. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
At the 36-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Here goes Dart to the air. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Driving forward with Scatterbo. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Corum now on the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
First and 10.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Omaha, ready, move. Set. Lady. 20 high.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. Fits it through the middle. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Easy, alert. Omaha, ready, ready.
Stafford now against the blitz. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Timeout comes, and that's going to be the second for New York. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down. Looking quickly here.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 3.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Rams leading by 7. To the line. Here's third and 3.
22. Set. Waiting. Stay 50.
He's back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Looking to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Pass complete to Robinson. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Scatterboo. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Here he is to throw. Wow, a stunning call to go for it, and the guts pay off. He's in, and they've got the lead.
Rams, 23. Rams Gano to kick off New York.
Gano ready to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Back to throw. It could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants make the play that should win them this game. New York to the line. 1st and 10.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
They're going to pass it here.
36-yard line.
Caught at the 6. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants grow their lead to 8.
Giants 31. Rams 23. Graham Gano to kick off New York.
Gano ready to send this away. Whittington now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. 1st down now. Ball at the 33. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has this down to the 34. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Rams.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Taking a chance to the end zone. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing now. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. Need this to force overtime. It's intercepted.